And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to the Taj Mahal of basketball. It's Defiance High School and the start of the second season, at least for us here on WOSN. It is a Division III boys basketball sectional final as it's the Battle of the Bulldogs. Blue Bulldogs of Defiance take on the Green Bulldogs of Celina. That's Miles Holliday. I'm Randy Roberts. So, partner, we've seen so much basketball going back late November, early December. You can wipe all that away because then it all starts anew here with the postseason.
Yeah, and one team definitely wants a fresh start with Celina, right? Mm-hmm. And it's postseason basketball, Randy Roberts. The best time of the year, and where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
And a pregame show tonight brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All right, partner, let's dive in a little bit to these two teams. Also, one of those quirky things that, like you said when we talked before we started, one of these things that always seems to happen here in this opening round of the tournament, two teams just met less than a week ago, last Friday on, I believe, Valentine's Day. A big win for Defiance in that one, 62-39. So here's Celina, 4-18. You see the standings there in the WBL. Did get 3 of those 4 wins against WBL competition against a Defiance team. Maybe was a year earlier than people thought for them at 17-5. Competed really well up until, the last 3 weeks of the WBL season. Ended up third at 7-2.
Yeah, it might have been Valentine's Day, but Defiance sure didn't show much love to Celina that day, did they? They got off to a great start and just really kind of coasted to an easy victory. But it's a second season. If you're Celina, maybe you kind of wipe that slate clean and have a new life. You got to get off to a great start here tonight, though. I think that's the only way they have a chance of winning this game here. And, of course, the Defiance, as you see, 7-2, 17-5. And I would say, Randy, not many people expected a 17-5 year out of this Defiance group. Really the best job that Bryn Lehman might have done here as the head coach in his brief tenure here at Defiance. A fantastic job because it's a team. Really, you get consistent scoring from 2 guys, and then the other guys, you got to kind of figure out who's going to score for them.
So let's talk a little bit about Celina. As we said at the top, and we just showed you, they're 4-18 under head coach Adam Johns. They come in on a 9-game losing streak, and again, included in that was a 62-39 loss to Defiance last Friday. Got a couple of bright spots in a 5'11 sophomore, Gavin Wicker, their leading scorer at 16 points per game, led Celina with 12 in that loss to Defiance. Also have a senior, Caden Wernz, at 6'1", 13 points. Gives them about 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Did a little bit of everything in that loss to Defiance. Went for 11, added 6 dimes.
Yeah, Wicker and Wernz, really good ball players. They're going to get double digits out of those guys. But can they do it efficiently? You look at this Celina basketball team, Randy, and you look at their field goal percentage. It's not very impressive, is it? There's not a lot of guys that are above 40%. The top is at 42%. So they're going to have to figure out a way to score some baskets and get some easy ones, some easy opportunities to stay in this basketball game here today. Maybe it's going to be a guy like Cohen Harder, who I like his ability, but he has not really stepped forward. Adam Johns, a guy that is going to have to do a really good job tonight, being a guy that is building confidence. Because, when you lose 9 in a row and you get behind early, you can get that mentality like, here we go again.
Yeah, winner of this one, by the way, is going to get either Wapakoneta or Springfield in a district semifinal played next week at Liberty Benton. As we'll show you the bracket. That is the entire bracket. Remember, we used to have the 2 graphics, the upper and the lower. Now with the expanded expanded teams, but with the expanded
seven brackets. Seven
divisions. I couldn't think of the word division. Yeah, no, I was never good at math.
We'd figure it out.
So with the added divisions, not as many teams in each district, so that is the entire district. So Bowling Green, the 5th seed, the team that ends up drawing right in to a district semifinal. So those 2 semifinals will be played Tuesday night at Liberty Benton. So let's talk a little bit about the Defiance Bulldogs. Their number's kind of a flip of Celina. So Celina comes in tonight, averaging about 43.5 points per game while allowing 52. For Defiance, they're scoring about 54 a game while giving up 44. They come in on a bit of a hot streak. They won their last 2, 4 of their last 5, led by 6'3 senior Khalil Ligon. 16.9 points, 5 rebounds, had a big night against Celina, going for 20 and 6. Josiah Schlatter, a guy that we've seen can heat up at times from behind the arc, gives them about 13.5 points. He went for 11 and 5 assists. And Dre Singleton, I think a guy, you mentioned it, we saw Defiance at the tail end of the regular season, a guy you've been kind of waiting for a big breakout game, averages just under 10 a night. Against Celina last week, went for 12, added 4 rebounds, dished out a couple of assists.
Yeah, he's not a starter, but he plays a ton, Dre Singleton, that is. And if you haven't watched him play, you're going to love his, if I say this right, explosivity, right?
There you go.
He is outstanding. He has a great first step and a guy that is always going to attack the rim. Randy, the only problem about this Defiance group, they got off to that great start, 4-3 in February. So can they get things recharged? They should have a lot of confidence getting that win over Celina last Friday, though.
We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll give you our keys to the game and get you set here. So you're watching the State Bank pregame show here as we've got tournament basketball on WOSN. Randy and Miles back with you here from Defiance as it's time now to bring you our keys to the game. Keys to the game tonight brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking and financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All right, Miles, some keys to the game tonight for the Green Bulldogs of Celina.
Yeah, the Green Dogs, number one, a fresh start, Randy. Last Friday, they got down big, 15-1 in that first quarter. Got to get off to a great start. 9 in a row you've lost, so what? You know, Herb Brooks said, not tonight, right? Not tonight. That's what you got to do if you're Celina. Number 2, doubled number 23 into post, and that is Khalil Lignon, the unbelievable basketball player for Defiance. He had 20 points. He is a guy, though, that can go out and shoot the 3, but don't let him get his work done on that low block. Make sure you double him and take him away. And then lots of wicker baskets. It's a longer burger festival here tonight. Lots of wicker baskets. Yeah, why not? Give Gavin Wicker the basketball. Averages 16 points a game. Shoots 42%. One of the top percentages on the team. 33% behind the arc. Let the Wicker carry the baskets for you.
And some keys to the game tonight for the Blue Dogs of Defiance.
Well, you know, there's a big hockey game going on tonight in the Four Nations, USA versus Canada. So you want to make sure you're checking. You got to get your checking lines in tonight, and that means rebounding the basketball. If they don't rebound the basketball and allow second chance opportunities to Celina, Celina's going to have a lot of confidence in this one. And number 2, allocation of resources. Randy, you cannot expect your top guy to score every single time down to court. Make sure you share that basketball. Allocate resources. Everybody gets a chance to score. And then number 3, what up, Dre? Yes, sir. I'm talking about Dre Singleton. He is explosive. He'll come in off the bench. You got to keep an eye on number 22. 10 points a game, 3 rebounds, 51% from the field. What up, Dre? Bring the offense.
Looks like it's going to be Khalil Ligon jumping center for Defiance, going up against, that was Logan Billerman, as Defiance wins the opening tip, and we are underway. This matchup, by the way, 94th all-time between these two. Defiance leads the all-time series 48-45, and they've won 6 of the last 7, including a regular season win 6 days ago.
Well, a little bit of a change in the starting lineup as it is Dre Singleton that actually got the start for Defiance. You wonder if the lineup got shuffled around because Garrison Smitty is in crutches. One of the starters, 6'7" forward for them, averages about 6 rebounds a game. I'm guessing by the crutches, Randy, he's not going to play tonight.
That's a good indication. Man, that broadcast school's paying off for you. So early foul here. It's going to send Brad Zipfel to the free throw line. His first one's going to be no good. Free throws tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Douglas. Join us now through February 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too.
Famous for everything. Everything's good there. Who are you kidding?
Zipfel, the 6'2", senior, splits the free throws. Makes it 1-0 in our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by the Wabash Mutual Telephone, proud supporter of Mercer County Athletics.
Now, man-to-man by Defiance. It's a stingy group, only giving up 44 points a game. And Randy, just a great example there, picking up a steal. And they have caused 106 more turnovers than what they've given up this year.
So here's the 3-ball from the wing. That one hits off the iron for Singleton. Long rebound. Comes out to Defiance. Short jumper's up, no good. Second effort. Tried to get it off the window for Schlatter. Can't get it to go. He's able to save the basketball from going out of bounds. They'll reverse this one into the corner. Khalil Ligon's 3 is going to be left a little short. Finally, Celina is able to get the basketball.
If you're Adam Johns, you got to take a deep breath and a sigh of relief after many opportunities. Defiance absolutely attacking the glass.
Wertz's pass a little off target to teammates, trying to figure out where that one was going. Ball's going to be lost inside, and Defiance is going to turn it right over. So Ligon not quite sure where to go with that one, ended up losing the handle. Celina comes away with a little push on that sideline. Celina trying to set up, lots of contact. Jumper inside is going to be no good. Rebound's tipped, comes out to Wertz. Wertz is going to fire this one too harder. Here's the ball knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Celina.
A little surprised Cohen Harder didn't go up with that one. Caught it in rhythm. You get a free opportunity against this Defiance defense behind the arc. Go ahead and take it.
Celina having some issues getting the inbound in. Gavin Wicker will have it in the corner. Wicker will lose the handle. Able to gather it back in. Has to send this one back up top. Trying to get a reset to the offense. Dribble goes behind the back for Wertz. We got a player down for Defiance. This is Logan Hutchinson. Yeah, he's having all sorts of trouble. He landed that knee, making a lot of contact on the floor.
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be, right? He's going to go over and get geared up. But he's a tough dude. He's going to be back in this ball game, no doubt about it. But your knee hitting the floor, ouch. That is a Peter Griffin move right there where you're just saying ouch over and over again. Good job by the officials calling the timeout, making sure he's okay.
So Coach Lehman having a conversation with one of the officials. They want to use a different basketball. I think Coach Lehman's got something against the basketball.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the wrong ball got put in play. You know, when you have Nate Mariquin over there at the table guarding the basketballs, I mean, you just don't know what's getting put in play. So it looks like they got the right ball. Now, how about this, Randy? Put the other one in play, too. We'll start a new game.
Ooh.
2 balls at the same time. I guarantee we'll see more scoring.
Now, we're not saying a girl's ball was used or anything like that, but
it's happened. It has happened before.
Didn't like the bounce, the one off the floor. Here's a pull-up jumper, and it looks like that change has made a difference. Caden Wertz gets the opening bucket for Celina.
Well, how about that? Caden Wertz, rise and fire, young man. Good position, good square up.
Nice job getting to the basket, finding the open player, and the score for Dre Singleton.
Great find by Ziffel. Averages 2 assists a game. It's something that this Defiance club does extremely well. Moves the ball quickly, and they all share it.
Zayden Rolfs had this one at the wing. Double team on Wicker. Wicker trying to dribble out of it, being chased around. Finds the open player. Rolfs had it again. He'll come up top of the key for Wertz. Wertz back to Rolfs. Rolfs gives to the cutter. Nice job getting to the basket. And the score for Logan Billerman.
A really nice move by Billerman. Looked like he was going to set a screen and then slipped it. Easy pickings right there for Celina.
Puts Celina back on top, 4-3. As the 3 ball from the wing is going to be no good. As Wertz comes away with a miss. Caden able to bring this one into the front court. A little hesitation move. And we'll get a bump and foul before the dribble drive and shot.
I think they're going to get Jordan Wright just a little bit tardy on the dribble drive, and he's going to get on the hip of Wertz. And Wertz is showing, they're going to say it was on the floor. And Wertz has showed up early in this game offensively for Celina.
And a replays tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. And we're going to have ourselves a scrum on the floor. Travel is going to be called here, and it's going to be Celina basketball.
Now, it's got to be good, though, for Bryn Lehman to see his guys being the first ones on the floor. That means you're dialed in, you're intense, you're ready to play.
Celina to inbound. They'll keep one player back in the backcourt, and that is the safety valve as Wertz will get the inbound. Caden will find Billerman as they'll swing this around. Rolfs with it again.
Celina really struggling with the ball up top. The pressure of Defiance and making them pick up the dribble, but Jordan Wright's going to be whistled again, and officials are really calling it tight out on the perimeter, aren't they?
That's going to be the second on Jordan. Take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay. See the hand on the shoulder right there, just a little bit of contact.
Wow, I'm all for freedom of movement and all that stuff, but we've seen a lot worse not get called is going to be a lot of whistles tonight if they call it that tight.
It's going to bring Will Horvath out onto the floor, trying to get involved early on. Loose ball ends up into the hands of Trey Singleton, who gets his second basket of the night.
Yeah, I thought for a second that Singleton might go up and rim rock that, but laid it in, smartly so.
Defiance on top, 5-4 in our Wabash Mutual Telephone scoreboard. Already halfway through this opening quarter. Rolf's able to get rid of the basketball. Lawrence from the corner, dribbles out to the wing. Billerman trying to get position. Now exits the key before he can get a 3-second call. Now drive on the baseline is no good, but a foul. Looks like Gavin Wicker's going to go to the free throw line.
Schlatter, great job initially. See the hand on the back, and he's going to slide over, but the contact as the shot goes up by Wicker, official's going to send him to the line. Hey, if I'm Adam Johns, I'm telling my guys, put your chin on the rim and dribble drive every single time, because the officials are calling it really tight on contact.
So Wicker able to knock down the first free throw. As Braylon Parker, 5'11 sophomore, wearing number 13, checks into the lineup for Celina. As Wicker able to get both Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws, and it's going to put Celina back on top by a point, 6-5, just over 3 minutes to go in our opening quarter. They're going to come out in his zone. Defiance is going to try to shoot over top of it, and it's going to be a Wapakoneta Ford three-pointer for Dre Singleton.
Yeah, how about Dre Singleton, right? Only 6% from behind the arc on the year. That don't matter. Today's a new night. I'm going to release rotation and celebrate that one.
Three-pointers tonight brought to you by Wapakoneta Ford. View our new and pre-owned inventory at wapakonetaford.net or visit us at 613 North Dixie Highway in Wapakoneta. Green Dogs having a little bit of trouble offensively here, down just a basket. Did a nice job getting a cutter rolling to the basket, and scoring will be Caleb Schlatter.
I'll see your Schlatter and raise you one, says Celina. Second time that little slip movement has worked successfully. Oh, how about Dre? What up, Dre? What up, Dre? I'm just going to drain it from three is what he says. Randy, he saved them all for the postseason.
And he's got himself another Wapakoneta Ford three-pointer. We've got ourselves a Thermal Guard window and door timeout. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimates.
Well, if you're going to play a 2-3 zone, you better identify the shooters, right? And earlier in this game, Celina was doing a pretty good job, and I'm sure their scouting report said, hey, Dre Singleton has not been real good from behind the arc. Get on him, but, don't be worried about him. Well, they better change that scouting report in a hurry because Dre is on fire.
Well, Dre Singleton, who came into tonight averaging 9.6 points per game, already has eclipsed that. I have him with 10.
Well, good news for Defiance also, not only with the lead, but Logan Hutchison checked back into the basketball game, so it looks like he's going to be okay after that nasty contact with the floor.
Celina still within striking distance, 3-point lead for Defiance, 11-8 on our Wabash Mutual Telephone scoreboard. Here's a cross-court pass, extra pass comes out to the wing for Wernz, into the lane, runner doesn't go. Billerman holding the rebound high. He's going to be tied up. It's going to stay Celina basketball.
Yeah, this is one that Billerman's going to probably say, I should have had it. Gets his hand on it, right? It's anyone's basketball at that point, but Ziffel does a really good job of turning into a tie-up.
Go right back to Billerman off the inbound, and we're going to have an offensive foul.
Yeah, somebody better call U-Haul because that's a mover.
Yeah, it's going to be Billerman, I do believe. We'll see. Get rid of the basketball and still move. Yeah, he stuck the hip out. Little hip check in honor of some big hockey.
Some hockey tonight, yeah. If we see a poke check, watch out. Staying in the 2-3, just identify where the shooters are. Good movement right there.
Good no-look pass on the baseline and the score for Will Horvath.
Yeah, second big assist by Ziffel. And it was Ligon that started it with the great pass to the high post.
So I'm going to be honest with you here.
Yes, sir.
I own 2 hockey jerseys.
Oh, no.
Neither one are Team USA.
Oh, buddy.
spin, trying to go around was Wernz. Wernz will send this one top of the key.
All right, so one's either the Toledo Gold Diggers, the Johnstown Chiefs, or the Mighty Ducks, and you don't have to tell us.
They are other countries in this world. Drive to the basket and score there. Cohen Harder gets his opening bucket of the night.
Well, Adam Johns did a good job scouting and learning from Friday, because that's the third time they've ran some slip action, and all 3 times it has resulted in points for the Green Dogs.
Good inside out. Zipfel's pass is going to be taken away. Wernz comes up with a steal. He's going to go right to the basket, try to lay it in. Brett Zipfel back the other way. This one's going to be knocked away. Good play. Gavin Wicker getting back defensively, or might have still been in possession defensively as we take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay.
Good anticipation, or else this would have been a run out for Horvath. You go back to that missed layup, Randy. This Celina team, they need all the points they can get to stay in this one, right? Got to get those bunnies and make them when you have the opportunity.
Spin on the baseline, and see a couple of free throws coming up here for Defiance.
Yeah, you watch Josiah Schlatter, and you forget that there's a 10 next to his name, right? That he's just a sophomore. And he is going to be a guy that they can really build off of the next 2 years. He plays like a senior. He's just so well composed on the floor.
So Schlatter will go to the least famous recipe chicken free throw line, where he knocks down the first one. So the 4th different player for Defiance to score here in this opening quarter. Bulldogs lead 14, now 15-10.
15-10 Defiance, having a little issue with our score bug on the bottom.
The ball knocked away. Hutchinson trying to come up with a steal. He's going to get it. And Defiance is going to add on to that lead, the bucket from Schlatter.
Now, you just got to love that toughness by Logan Hutchison. First one on the floor, and then the find of his teammate.
Now getting involved is Khalil Ligon, but the pass up court is taken away. Celina with 5 seconds. Pull up 3, doesn't go. Getting the rebound will be Schlatter, and that's how the opening quarter will end, as we're going to take a look here at this basket for Defiance one final time.
Now, look at the effort, just getting dirty. Get the splinters, then find your teammate. Logan Hutchison, great defense and a better find to a streaking Schlatter.
17-10, Defiance leads this one after one. We'll take a break here on WOSN. 17-10, Defiance in front of Celina as we move on to our second quarter. So the Blue Dogs, the homestanding Bulldogs, able to put together a good run to end that opening quarter and really started with a lot of good defense.
Yeah, defense, a great exhibit at the end of the half, or end of the quarter rather. The guy that left the floor with a little bit of a owie and a boo-boo, he says, there's no such thing. I'm a tough player. I'm going to get on that floor and dig it out, help my teammates win. And when you look at Logan Hutchinson and you're studying him, Randy, on the offensive end, you're like, how's this guy play? But then he makes plays like this, right? Because he's not a guy that's going to light up the scoreboard, but the effort plays make this Defiance team even better.
And then play inside helps out. There's Khalil Ligon. So leading scorer doesn't score till the opening bucket of the second quarter for Defiance, but the host Bulldogs now lead this one 19-10. A nice pass and a swoop in the arm for Gavin Wicker.
Well, he's backdoor cut by Celina. Great job. You're going to see another one right here. You see the overplay by Horvath, and great finish through the contact by Wicker. He's got an old-fashioned opportunity. I got to imagine, as a play-by-play guy, Randy, this is a game that is just wonderful, because no matter what you say, if you say Bulldogs, you're going to be okay, right?
Problem is you're going to confuse people by just saying Bulldogs, so a little insider, you try to avoid it. So Wicker gets the three-point play as he knocks down the least famous recipe chicken free throw, and now we've got ourselves a turnover on Defiance.
Yeah,
or as my partner, I should just say Bulldogs.
Dre Singleton just will let it go through his hands. It's one of those, if you're a head coach, you just kind of scratch your head at.
Take to the basket. Wicker trying to score. Now we'll get a foul. This is going to go the other way. I believe this is going to be called on Caleb Schlatter. Trying to reach in.
Yeah, just went over the back. Really good box out by Khalil Ligon. Now that is going to be a Schlatter's first foul. Yeah, he's got to stay in the game. Not only is he a big fella, 6'5", but just a freshman, so he needs all those minutes.
There's a pass knocked away. Good play for Wernz. Wernz trying to get to the basket. Can't get the bunny. And Defiance is going to come away with the basketball.
That's tough. Miss again. Second bunny that Wernz has missed in close.
Khalil Ligon trying to spin around. He's going to get in close. Can't get it to go. Schlatter fighting for the rebound for Celina. Didn't get to him, but it was knocked to a teammate in Wernz. Wernz turns around in the paint, and the drive and score goes to Gavin Wicker.
Oh, how about Wicker with a little bit of a Euro step to finish it off, and a little bit of run by the Green Dogs, if you will.
It's going to lead to a Thermal Guard window and door timeout. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. So now 19-15 in favor of Defiance. And our game tonight is presented by Superior Credit Union, home of the Spirit checking account and the official sponsor of the WBL. So 19-15 Defiance. Let's take a timeout here on WOSN. 19-15. So we'll do it with Miles. So 19-15 Bulldogs over Bulldogs on
There
our
you go. Right.
Wabash Mutual telephone scoreboard.
Now say it with a little bit of a bite. See, get it? They're Bulldogs.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out where you're going there.
Yeah.
Logan Hutchinson with a basketball. High post pass comes in. Khalil Ligon. Ligon's going to get rid of this one. Gets it back. Thought about the three momentarily. Now he'll get more into his range. Gets a kick out. Corner three on the way. That's going to be no good. Rebound's tapped out. Logan Schlatter able to track it down. Josiah, able to track it down. Back to Khalil. He'll take the three. That one hits the heel of the iron. Rebound still being bandied about. It's going to be Will Horvath on the baseline. The spin is lost. Khalil couldn't get the handle on the basketball and ends up being a turnover.
That's a shame for Defiance because what a sequence by Will Horvath. First the back tap and then the offensive rebound, working hard for the blue Bulldogs.
There we go. At the wing, trying to get a screen. I believe this is Wernz. I'm sorry, that was Wicker. Wernz has it now. Wernz is going to give to the cutter. Seen Celina do that quite a bit. Now the extra pass comes out to the wing where the Wapakoneta Ford three-pointer is good. That Zayden Rolfs that knocked down the triple?
That was Zayden Rolfs. He knew it was him because he put the three in the air when he was running down the court. That's a way to celebrate 15.
Cuts that lead to one. Or three-pointers tonight brought to you by Wapakoneta Ford. View our new and pre-owned inventory at wapakonetaford.net or visit us 613 North Dixie Highway in Wapakoneta as the ball goes out of bounds. And now Defiance will make a couple of changes.
Ziffel and Wright will return for Defiance. And how about this Celina team, Randy? 9 straight losses. Got run out last Friday by this Defiance team. Yeah, they could have easily folded, but they took a listen to the fresh start, and they have responded. Only down by 1.
A good drive. Wernz thought about pivoting around, trying to get a little open space. There's a good play defensively, stepping in front of the cutter. Dre Singleton knocks the ball away. Singleton out to Jordan Wright. Wright will give along the baseline. Horvath, a little bump. Gets it back out. Now they'll swing it around to the left wing. Singleton cut off on the baseline. Jordan Wright taking over at the pointer. Singleton gets into the paint, and the floater is good.
Yeah, his ability to leave the floor and extend with those long arms, he can shoot over to about anybody that defends him. Nice move by Dre Singleton, and a little run and jump now by Defiance.
He's got 12 of the 21. Corner three is there. That one a little too strong, and Singleton's going to come in, and we'll get a foul. I don't know if this is going to go on him or Brez Zipfel. So we take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay.
Yeah, I think right here, you see the little bit of a clothesline across the side of the face by Zipfel on Schlatter, and that's what they're going to get Zipfel for. Now, Randy, pro wrestling, clotheslines are okay.
Just a crossface. I don't understand what the big deal is.
But in basketball, it is illegal.
So Brez Zipfel picks up the foul, his first, team's second. Halfway through the second quarter, and our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Wabash Mutual Telephone, proud supporter of Mercer County Athletics. And we're going to have an offensive foul. Is this going to go on Cohen Harder? It is. He was just trapped in the middle. We're going to take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay. Caught the elbow.
Yeah, that's a good roller derby move, but they're going to call a moving screen on that one, and You got to be honest. The officials have been on that call tonight. You got to adjust how you play the game.
That's like Miles when that concession stand opens when we're the first two here. He's going to elbow his way to the front of the line.
Only when the pizza gets delivered.
Ball's out of bounds, so the Blue Dogs will inbound it. 3:45 to go, opening half. Inbound comes in top of the key for Hutchinson. There's the hot hand, Dre Singleton. Out to Schlatter. Josiah will lose it on the way up.
He almost made it. Almost went in that basket on the row 3. Watch this. Really good move, but he's going to lose the handle right here. And then the trash can. Oh, knocks it over. I thought it was going to land in it. But they're going to say he was fouled. He's going to have an opportunity to make some free throws here.
Yeah, he's going to go to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line where he knocks down the first one. So it gives him 5 points tonight as the host Bulldogs now lead 22-18.
Yeah, kind of a crucial 3:33 left in this half for Celina. You've been hanging around, leads up to 5. Make sure it stays here or gets smaller. Don't let this Defiance team bounce it up to double digits, and then all of a sudden you're not in a basketball game anymore going into halftime.
Lawrence with a long lob, unable to gather it in as Billerman. It's out of bounds. Defiance gets the turnover.
It looked like he was trying to touch pass it to the corner, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea, just tough to execute with a lob pass.
Defiance gets this one back. It's Khalil Ligan. A little blind pass he wanted to give to the cutter. Instead, it's going to be taken away.
It was Rolfs that anticipated and stole it. Just giving some great minutes to Celina. First with the corner 3 and then the steal there.
Drive inside will get a whistle well before the shot.
Well, I don't know. If this schoolyard, we're counting this, aren't we? Going through the contact, a nice little spin move. There's the foul. Oh, this was last weekend in the NBA All-Star game. That counts, doesn't it?
Is that what that was?
It was something.
It was. Billerman quickly gets the ball out to the wing. Rolf's stuck, gets the kick out, top of the key, trying to bank in the 3 was harder. Rebound pops all the way out to him. It's a reset of the offense for Celina. Warrants off the wing to Harder. Harder forces up a shot. That one's going to be no good. Will Horvath has the miss.
That's the 4th bunny in close that Celina has not come up with. This would be a different score.
So here's Khalil. Gets the turn, and he'll get in and score.
That's what makes him so dangerous. Khalil Ligan, one of the best scorers in the WBL, can step out, bury to 3. He can spin a Rooney in the lane. He can post up. He is one of those matchup nightmares, and another run and jump again by Defiance.
Lead up to 7. Billerman realized he was open, now gets the kick out. Corner 3 is good for Gavin Wickers. He gets his first Wapconetta Ford three-pointer of the night.
Yeah, he listened to our keys, didn't he? Lots of Wicker baskets. He is delivering.
Here's Khalil Ligan getting inside again. Can't get it to go. He's fighting for the rebound. It ends up into the hands of Caden Werntz. Werntz into the front court. Minute and a half to go, opening half. Gets the kick out. Now trying the other side. 3 ball is no good. Billerman had a defender draped all over him. Is able to get the rebound. Wing 3's no good. And now it is Brez Zipfel that comes away with it as the host Bulldogs are going to slow the pace.
Yeah, Coach Lehman looked at Hutchison and said, let's slow down just a little bit.
Just over a minute to go. Here's Will Horvath with a good take, and he's going to go and shoot a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws.
Now Horvath bypasses an open 3 because he sees the clear lane, and he's going to, he takes quite a shot by Harder. And Horvath finds himself at the free throw line again. One thing about Will Horvath is he is not shy about contact, is he?
And this is the first toss with a minute 10 to go. Free throw line tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Delphus. Call us now through February 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. So Horvath comes up empty from the charity stripe.
It wound up being a really good foul with that empty trip. Still only a 4-point game.
Rolf's good bounce pass as they go inside. Caleb Schlatter with it. Gets the kick out. Wing 3, that one hits off the heel of the iron for Wentz, and it's Dre Singleton comes away with a miss.
Defiance really dodged a bullet that way because Hutchison had lost his man. Anticipated a cut that wasn't there and left an open 3 for Wentz.
Singleton with a pass to the wing. That hit off the backside of a defender. We're going to have a scrum, and Celina is going to be awarded a thermal guard window and door timeout.
How about the work there by Celina? Rolfs has come in and given this team a spark, the 3, the steal, and now getting dirty, getting the splinters. Steals a possession for Celina.
Our timeouts tonight brought to you by Thermal Guard Window and Door, quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. And we want to tell you tonight's game is presented by Superior Credit Union, home of the Spirit checking account and the official sponsor of the WBL.
If you're Adam Johns, and we said, Coach, 33 seconds left before half, you're only going to be down by 4 with the basketball, you'd say, yes, I will take that. Great job in rebounding from last Friday. This Celina team showing a lot of guts here tonight.
They certainly have here now. A huge opportunity late in this opening half of basketball. They'll go inside, and they're going to wave off the attempt. We'll take a look at the ultimate outdoor replay.
Yeah, watch Slaughter, the freshman, working against Khalil Ignan. Nice little drop step. You can see why they like him. 6'5" freshman and pretty good feet there, too.
So Khalil Egan's going to pick up the foul, his second, team's 4th. Celina will have 15 seconds now to operate before we get to halftime. Rolfs double team, finds the open player. Second effort is up, no good, but we're going to see a couple more Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws.
They get Singleton on the foul. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, it's going to be Singleton's second foul right before the half. Now with 5.5 left, Defiance should get a pretty good shot off if they take care of the basketball on the inbound.
So Schlater, the freshman, misses the first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw. He'll get one more as Khalil Egan is going to come back in to play a little bit of offense in 5.5 seconds. You want to have your leading scorer on the floor on offense, huh?
Yeah, with 5.5, especially a guy like him that can drain it from about 30 if you need, but 2 missed free throws going to give Defiance a chance.
So here's Will Horvath. Horvath's going to have defender slip down, gets a look, but it doesn't go as we've reached the half here from Defiance. The host Bulldogs will lead this Division III sectional final at the break. 25-21. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back with some halftime information when we return. Halftime here in Defiance, 25-21. The host Bulldogs of Defiance lead the Celina Bulldogs in this Division III sectional championship game. That's Miles. I'm Randy. Winner's going to head to Liberty Bet, and they're going to get either Wapakoneta or Springfield in a district semifinal next Tuesday. There is the bracket for this year's D3 Northwest 1 tournament, so those 2 semifinals will be played on Tuesday night. So we know the 5 seed in Bowling Green drew a spot already into the district now. Again, we mentioned it, less teams in each sectional pod, so some areas, team goes right to the district, doesn't need to play sectional game anymore.
How about that Wapakoneta team, though? They're playing really good basketball, and of course, nobody wants to play Shawnee. They're red hot. We saw them last weekend. Held Wing Trace to 25 points. They are absolutely explosive. Such a really good team, but we got a good one in front of us here. How about the work by Gavin Wicker? 10 points, carrying this load offensively for Celina. They're right in this thing.
Yeah, and our halftime adjustments tonight brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking and financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, partner, be some halftime adjustments these teams need to make.
Well, I think Defiance needs to start to be a little more selfish on the offensive end. Clearly on really quiet early. The other guys kind of carried the offense. I think second half he needs to get a lot of touches. If he goes 2-3 times down the court without touching the ball on the offensive end, I think you're living life the wrong way, right? So get him the basketball. On the other end, defensively, if you're Defiance, Stop falling for the slip screen. How many points?
There's a lot.
How many points did Celina get off of that, right? And if you're Celina, keep mixing in what you did defensively. I thought the zone was efficient at times against Defiance, and they played pretty good man. The rebounding has been outstanding for Celina, so it's going to be a fun one here in the second half.
So again, our score 25-21. Defiance leads Celina, and our halftime adjustments have been brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you here on WOSN. 25-21, Defiance out in front of Celina, just about ready to begin the second half here from the Taj Mahal of basketball. So this might be the final Defiance quote-unquote home game. I know tournament games aren't really supposed to be home games for Defiance this year, but the gym will still have some basketball left in it. D6 district games for boys will be here this upcoming week, so still plenty of basketball left. And when we get down to about the final 3 weeks here.
I absolutely love the district week. It's my favorite week. Regionals are always really good, but sometimes when you get to the state semifinal and the finals, you find those blowouts. But usually district play is real intense just like that.
Celina at first looked like they're going to let that go into the backcourt. We're going to end up with a tie-up, and basketball is going to belong to Defiance.
Man, great work. Look at both teams. Tell me this doesn't mean anything to them. Look at that. That is Rolfs going down on the floor and Schlatter getting dirty as well. Oh, it's tournament effort. Elite level stuff right there.
So Defiance get the basketball for the first time here in this second half, up 4. And a scoreboard again tonight brought to you by Wabash Mutual Telephone, proud supporter Mercer County Athletics. The backdoor cut and the reverse layup is good for Dre Singleton.
Yeah, great find by Hutchison. Great cut by Singleton. Easy deuce for Defiance. Hutchison, 6 assists last Friday? Fantastic. He's a guy that sees his teammates.
Singleton's up to 14 tonight. Just over half of the offense for Defiance as they lead this one by 6. Now about the baseline drive, and drawing the foul will be Gavin Wicker.
Now this is what got Defiance in a little bit of trouble in that first half. Not sitting down on closeouts on the perimeter and allowing the Green Dogs to attack the rack. Great first half by Wicker. He picks up right where he left off, getting to the lane, but unfortunately can't help their cause by making the first free throw.
Yeah, Dre Singleton will have to sit down as he's picked up his 3rd personal foul. Our free throws tonight are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Wapak, St. Mary's, and Duffus. Come join us now through February 23rd for Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's, we're not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too.
And mashed potatoes and green beans and everything they do. Their chicken sandwich is amazing. You got Keith Byers taking the order. It's a great place.
So Wicker, after splitting the free throws, is going to get the steal on the other end. Tries to put up a shot, a little bit of contact, can't get the call. As Defiance comes away with a basketball, now trying to save that. But Caden Wernz is going to make a new fan in the front row as we take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay.
Yeah, Wernz is going to anticipate it. Almost gets it. Ooh, sticky fingers. And they tried to slam it off the floor.
He tried to get it in play and get that to bounce as high as he could to come get it.
Yeah, on the other end, I think Wicker thought he had been fouled. That's why he threw it up haphazardly.
And the spin and score to the basket for Khalil Ligon.
Yeah, great spin-a-rooney by Khalil. He is just one of those guys that if he's ready to score, you can't stop him.
It's Gavin Wicker's second time. We've seen him offer up a shot, hoping, at least his mind thinking he's going to at least go to the free throw line.
I'm sure Adam Johns would tell him, don't go for hope. Go by making and be physical. Go right through the contact and make it.
I will have a kicked ball, so Defiance left inbound from the baseline. 29-22. Host Bulldogs lead this one. Still 6:03 to go third quarter. Quick inbound comes in. It's a corner three, and it's a good Wapakoneta Ford three-pointer for Josiah Schlatter.
Yeah, great OB under call right there by Bryn Lehman. One of the oldest ones in the book. Just get it back to the inbounder for 3, and this thing has now exploded to 10. And dare I say, Randy Roberts, the Green Dogs are snacking on some danger.
Yeah, Wernz is going to dribble that. It was off his leg or off his foot. Now the officials are going to move the inbound because the ball did end up across the timeline. So Defiance now up 10. Trying to pull away and claim the sectional and head back to the district. Horvat, good entry pass, comes into the low block. Khalil gets the kick out. Hutchinson turns down the look. They'll go in. Brez Zipfel will get his first field goal of the night.
A nice little baby hook by Zipfel.
And on the other end, the basket is going to be good for Caden Wernz.
This is what happens when you trail a dribbler. Hutchinson never gets on top. Keep working hard to that low block, but he's going to run right through Wernz, and Wernz is going to get the contact and the easy bucket and the old-fashioned opportunity.
Misses the least famous recipe chicken free throw, so a 10-point lead for Defiance. Slow things up at least momentarily. Hutchinson comes top of the key. He'll circle all the way around the perimeter. Back up, here's Josiah Schlatter. He's going to bury the Wapakoneta Ford three-pointer, and it's Defiance who wants to take the thermal guard window and door timeout. So stoppage in action. Let's take a timeout here on WOSN. A 12-3 run for Defiance to begin this second half has the host Bulldogs leading the visiting Bulldogs of Celina 37-24. 3 minutes gone by so far in this third quarter. Celina trying to answer. It might have been a long two from the corner. Shot's going to be off the mark now. Here's Defiance pushing in transition. Will Horvath, good look inside, and we'll get a foul as Brez Zipfel has a little bit of contact.
Well, you could tell Bryn Lehman at halftime talked about let's going to the low block a lot more in this second half. Now, they have been the aggressors, and that is Zipfel turning back to his left, which he's capable of making that shot, but they're going to say the foul occurred on the floor.
And a replays tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor.
Schlatter looked like he was going to bury that one. He's been red hot. Good look to get him a free shot again. Hit everything except for didn't go through.
Off the miss, here is Celina with a basketball. Out to the wing for Gavin Wicker. Wicker waiting for some movement. Thought he was going to get a screen. Instead, Schlatter chose to roll to the basket. Wicker with it again. This time he'll go into business for himself. Cut off in the baseline. Gets the kick out.
Now Horvath doing a much better job on Wicker in the second half. Not a lot of movement on this set, though, by Celina.
Trying to get the long entry pass in. It'll go to Schlatter, who's going to score, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Talk about a post feed being a lost art. No, sir, not with Braylon Parker on that wing. Great little low pass to lead his big man toward the basket. Tremendous offensive work after it looked like it was going to be a dead possession because you had one guy dribbling, everybody standing around, and they saved it.
So Schlatter will miss the free throw, but he does get the offensive rebound. It's going to lead to a Wapakoneta Ford three-pointer, which is good for Gavin Wicker.
A little bit of glimmer of hope now for the Green Dogs. Nice response as it looked like Defiance was going to turn it around and run away with this one.
So back down into single digits, 3.5 minutes left to go, third quarter. Pass up top, nearly taken away. Defiance able to maintain possession. Khalil Ligan hasn't had the night offensively that he normally has. He's going to pivot all the way around. Nearly travels, but he's able to get rid of the basketball. Now he'll let fly from deep. Can't get the three to go, but flying in for the offensive rebound will be Jordan Wright.
A great call by you flying in. He left the floor in a hurry, kind of levitated in the air to get that rebound.
And we've got a foul on the sideline. It's the official first pointed at the bench. I thought maybe Bryn Lehman had snuck in a timeout.
A good call on Wicker, I believe, with the foul is first.
Yeah, just impeded someone's movement.
And Jackson Becker just checked in for Defiance, number 33.
Wright's
fighting right there.
Yep, Wright trying to go for the three, can't get it to go. Now it's Wernz. Wernz quickly into the front court. Stops at the top of the key. Celina tries to get that left side. There is that same play. Got the roll to the basket. Billerman unable to finish that time. A tough break for Celina. We'll see if Defiance can take advantage. Now Hutchinson's going to back up near the center circle. Gets that high post pass. Now the kick out. Horvath for three. Can't get it to go as Wernz gets the miss.
Celina living dangerously, though, because a lot of free looks from behind the arc. My Defiance just aren't getting them to go.
A hand check is going to be called here as we take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay.
I like the fact that Wernz isn't waiting for Hutchison to saddle up on him. He is going at him, recognizing he's not in a good defensive position, so he's attacking him off the dribble.
And tonight's game is presented by Superior Credit Union, home of the Spirit Checking Account and the official sponsor of the WBL.
Oh, Gavin Wicker has been impressive, hasn't he? Just a sophomore, too, so a little bit of a bright future for the Celina team. But sadly, everybody in the WBL, when we have them, what do they got? Young guys everywhere.
Yeah, it's full of them. Wicker now with 14 for Celina. So I get to see two more WBL teams tomorrow. So if you're a fan of maybe Miles or maybe just me, well, tomorrow's your night. The network's splitting us up. Tough pass inside.
Just for the night. I have Ada and LCC tomorrow night with Danny Holbrook.
Be going through some separation anxiety.
You just almost blew up the switchboard over at the WOSN headquarters when they said the network splitting us up.
It's Jackson Becker, the 6'4" sophomore, knocks down his first least famous recipe chicken free throw. I'll be in Elida for Elida Van Wert. Got to talk to Dave Bowen yesterday. Got a little lowdown on Van Wert's very impressive win in their sectional semifinal on Tuesday.
Well, it'll be an interesting matchup because we had that one early in the year, but that was a long time ago.
So Schlater able to come down with a miss for Celina as Becker will split the free throws, makes it a 7-point game. The minute 20 and counting left to go, third quarter. This game has been paced fairly quickly. Here's Wicker on the baseline, and the runner is going to, Wernz on the baseline will score.
Well, the two big scorers stepping forward here of late for Celina, Wernz and Wicker. Those are the guys that carried the offense for Celina, and they're living up to their role.
Trying to feed inside to Becker, but he'll mishandle the basketball. Jordan Wright with some trouble as well. So Schlater's going to come over and set the offense. Just under a minute to go in our third quarter. Wright, top of the key, waits for someone. Off the screen, the wing three's no good, but the offensive rebound. And Will Horvath is going to draw the foul.
Well, we saw this in the first half. Will Horvath just never stops working. He gets the offensive rebound, and he's going to be fouled on the putback attempt. A way to steal another possession for your team. Winning plays by Will Horvath.
Now the officials are going to discuss on is this a shooting foul or not. All right, so we've seen both a yes and a no from the official. And they're going to call this one on the floor. So Dre Singleton with his 3 fouls is going to check back into the lineup. Wright gets us in. Here's Khalil Ligon, and he'll get it from the elbow.
Boy, this Defiance team is absolutely fantastic with OB undercalls, aren't they? About the third bucket they've gotten off it here tonight.
Long pass. This one to go into the corner for Parker. Parker gets the kick out. Schlater had some problem that one near the sideline, but Wicker able to gather it back in. As Adam Johns up off the bench, calling the signal. Under 10 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Trying to get something set up. 2 blocks in the corner, and the final few seconds will end the third quarter with Defiance on top, 40-33. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the fourth quarter for you when we return. 40-33, Defiance out in front of Celina as we move to the fourth quarter of this Division III boys basketball sectional final. Winner of this one will play the second game of the district semifinal doubleheader at Liberty Benton. That'll be Tuesday night.
Was that the Kirk's Crazies singing along with We Will Rock You?
They
one of the best student sections in Northwest Ohio.
Took the quarter break as well. Now they return to their feet. Defiance holding on to the 7-point lead on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Wabash Mutual Telephone, proud supporter of Mercer County Athletics, and a good bucket to begin this fourth quarter for Celina.
Yeah, big lineup for Celina. It paid off. Billerman finds another big inside, and now it's back to a 5-point game. Every time you think Defiance is going to run away, and how about that spin move by Singleton?
Couldn't get it to go. So here's Wernz with a miss. He'll bring this one into the front court. Wernz pulls up 15 feet, doesn't go, and another big rebound for Will Horvath. Horvath is all over the floor, yet you look down, just 2 points. Well, for me, look down. I know they got the big video board with the scoring that is blocked by our view.
Yeah, we were talking about this during the break. Like, how many does Horvath have? And you said 2, but boy, he's affected the game.
He certainly has. Nearly had a rebound there. Three-pointer was no good. Schlater comes up with a miss. Celina's going to walk this one into the front court with Wernz. Wernz sends it to the left wing. Handoff for Wicker. Wicker around, back to Wernz. Wernz nearly slips down. Wicker, long entry pass. That was going to be thrown too far ahead for Schlater.
Schlater, great job of taking Khalil Ligon up top and then working back down. He had the positioning on him. Just a errant pass, or else it would have been an easy 2 for the Green Dogs.
So Defiance gets the basketball back here. 6.5 minutes left to play in this one. Tonight's game is presented by Superior Credit Union, home of the Spirit checking account and the official sponsor of the WBL. Imagine we'll see Defiance be maybe just a tick more patient in this fourth quarter. Horvath to the basket, had it set away, but he's going to draw the foul.
How about Will? He heard you say maybe they'll be patient. No, sir, I'm going to attack. Will Horvath knifes through 3, green jersey to get himself to the free throw line.
And a replays tonight brought to you by Alderman Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. So here's Horvath at the least famous recipe chicken free throw line, where he'll knock down the first one. Now a 6-point lead. Celina will make a change as Zayden Rolfs check back into this lineup. But you look at the guys that play for Celina: junior, senior, sophomore, freshman, junior. Free throws no good. So Horvath will split the pair as Wernz has the miss. But like you said, partner,
Yeah.
every time we do a WBL game, you look at the lineup, and it's freshman, sophomore, junior.
Yeah, OG, they'll return 11 of their top 14 guys. And that Van Wert team, how young are they? 2 freshmen in the starting lineup.
Offensive foul is going to be called here as we're going to take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay.
Well, that slip action has been paying off for Celina, but this time the weak side defense comes over, and it is a Schlatter that gets the charge call with 5:47 left, and it's a 41-35 game. Let's circle that moment, see if that's the one that really starts the runaway for Defiance.
It's going to be the third foul on Billerman. Baseline jumper's no good. Celina thought they had numbers. Wernz is going to hold the play. Wanted to go for the corner. Schlatter sliding to a stop, trying to get the steal for Defiance. Knocks this one out of bounds.
You don't like Schlatter and his effort, and you don't like basketball. Look at him. And he's even helping the official out.
Sir, I hit that off him. Oh, are you sure? We've got ourselves a Thermal Guard window and door timeout. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimates. With a stoppage, let's take a timeout here on WOSN. There's 5:29 left to play here in this fourth quarter. And partner, you saw something in that last replay. We're going to take a look at this one more time.
Yeah, Schlatter's going to dive out and help the official, but he's going to get help as well. Look at the lady in the corner She's got the feather, right? She's out pointing that way. Yes, sir, the ball's that way. What is that, a poodle in her hand? What is that? What is that feather thing?
I think she just got done writing George Washington a letter. Dribble's going to be off wicker. Maybe she just got done signing some sort of important document.
7 years ago.
Yeah.
No, that was Abraham
Come
Lincoln.
on.
That was President's Day. I know this.
Didn't you teach history?
Not very well, apparently.
Man, that hurts my heart.
Give me liberty or give me a bucket. There it is right there. What is that thing? It's a pom-pom, Ken Reeker says. I like it.
And our crack staff, they find out answers quick. I'm surprised Curtis didn't leave his post and go run right down and ask the lady. A good bucket there from Khalil Ligan, who's now in double digits.
It isn't a poodle. It is a pom-pom, isn't it? I guess it would be bad.
You might want to get different glasses if you missed.
I saw the long stringy hair. I thought that was I'm like, that's cool. She brought her poodle in.
It's not like Miles doesn't know anything about dogs. Wait, no, that's not right.
I got too many of them.
Always room for one more, though. The long three, that one's going to hit up off the top side of the backboard and go out of bounds.
You wonder if the Celina group's got one more run in them to get back into shouting distance. It's a precarious 8-point lead, and Defiance has the basketball.
Yeah, it's been, one time we've seen Defiance extend it to double digits. Celina was able to make an answers. Brett Zipfel gets the kick out. Khalil's going to get into the paint. He's going to man his way to the basket, but he can't score. Good job by Schlater to come up with the miss. Out to Wernz. Wernz, the turnaround. Can't get the bounce. Zipfel has the rebound for Defiance.
Yeah, Celina needed that one to go. It was a really good look by Wernz on the turnaround.
Hutchinson with it. We're halfway through this fourth quarter. Defiance leads 43-35 on our Wabash Mutual Telephone scoreboard.
Partner, you were calling for some patience on the offensive end earlier. I think you're going to start to see a little bit more of it out of this Defiance group as the clock is their friend.
Jordan Wright tried to go inside. We'll get the kick out. Here's Khalil Ligan, and he will bury the Wapakoneta Ford three-pointer.
He must love Yacht Rock because he is sweet and smooth. Big fella can do it inside. You can do it outside. It's all Khalil's world.
Three-pointers tonight brought to you by Wapakoneta Ford. View our new and pre-owned inventory at wapakonetaford.net or visit us 613 North Dixie Highway in Wapakoneta. Celina attempt is no good. Putback doesn't go. But Caleb Schlatter, the 6'5 freshman, believe will go and visit the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line.
A good anticipation. Did you see him move without the basketball, go into the correct spot, goes from the strong side to the weak side, tracks the basketball. Pretty good instincts right there by the big fella.
First toss good for the 6'5 freshman. That gives him 5 points. And it's going to stay at 5 as that second one rims out. 46-36 already nearing the 3-minute mark. Wright's going to get a kick out, and Coach Lehman unhappy with the way the offense was running, so he's going to call a thermal guard window and door timeouts with a stoppage. Exactly 3 minutes to play this one. Let's take a timeout here on WOSN. Well, exactly 3 minutes left to play on our Wabash Mutual Telephone scoreboard, 46-36. Defiance, the number 2 seed in this Liberty Benton district, out in front of the 6th seed in Celina.
Well, everybody in the bracket looks and sees Shawnee as Celina jumps into a 1-2-2. You got to get some turnovers. That's why they're in it. But everybody looks at Celina, right, and says, oh, boy, except for this Defiance team, because honestly, that was a game that Defiance let get away. They had that game won. So they got to feel confident if they match up against Celina again. Or not Celina, but Shawnee again.
Kick out to the wing, and now foul committed with 2:34 to play. Quick foul now. Trying to get the scoop was Josiah Schlatter. Celina comes away with this one. Green Dog's not quite done yet. Floater just doesn't go. Tough break for Wernz. Under the basket, Brett Zipfel comes up with a miss for Defiance.
They're going to have to start fouling now if you're Celina.
And there is one with 2:10 to go. So that will be the fourth. So Celina will still do not have any to give.
A good push to get the foul called by Rolfs.
So the next Celina foul does put Defiance in the bonus. 2:09 to play. We'll see when it comes. As they're electing to play this out right now. Trying to get a little choosy on who they want to foul and send to the free throw line. And Schlatter is going to be the one fouled with 1:52 to go. And you got to like the fist pump.
Yeah, it's a guy that's confident to go to the line. You always want guys to go to the line that wanted the basketball in their hands in under 2 minutes.
So Josiah Schlatter will go to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Don't forget, it's Customer Appreciation Week. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. So tell them you're Miles Holiday, and they'll try not to punch you in the face.
Don't tell them you want the regular order because there'll be a gallon of mashed potatoes and gravy, folks. I can't get enough of the mashed potatoes and gravy there. It's so good.
Josiah Schlatter, able to get both free throws. .48-36 here with $1:40 to go now. A little reach is going to be called. So I'm with you though, as we'll turn our attention now to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. We're not worried about the district. Well, we got time for that. It's only Thursday.
It's always in the back of our minds, Randy.
Can I just get a vat of coleslaw?
Ooh.
Can I get some chicken and just dunk it in the coleslaw? Can I just get the...
Maybe a chicken coleslaw bowl.
Oh, now we're talking. Now a little foul going for a pass here. This is going to be on, I believe, Will Horvath.
If you're Defiance, that's one thing you do not want to do. Up by 12 with 1:20 left. You don't want to foul anybody. Let that clock just keep dwindling away.
Inbound comes into the corner. Celina taking a little bit too much time if they want to cut into this 12-point deficit. Shot is up, no good. Defiance comes away with the basketball. We'll see what Celina elects to do. Foul committed with 1:02 to go. And once again, Josiah Schlatter is going to go to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Schlatter's put together a pretty impressive day. 6 of his points have come from the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line, and now he will make that 7. Is almost half of his 15. One more attempt coming here with 1:02 to go. Defiance is going to pull away late and make this one a little bit more impressive than what it'll sound. Celina gave him battle. Now we got a foul away from the basketball. This might be another one on Will Horvath. Horvath is going to be called fighting through a screen. It's going to be his second. Team's 4th. So Defiance now a foul away from putting Celina at the free throw line. 50 seconds to play. Corner 3 on the way. It's a Wapkoneta Ford three-pointer, and it is good for Celina, who then will quickly take a Wapkoneta Ford timeout. A thermal guard window and door timeout. Let's take a break here on WOSN. Oh, big Wapkoneta Ford three-pointer for Caden Wernz has made this 50-39 as we come out of a thermal guard window and door timeout. Quality windows and doors from a local company you can trust. Visit thermalguardwindows.com or call 419-229-4273 for your free estimate. Now Defiance nearly turns the basketball over. Celina will commit the foul with 35.7 to play. And it looks like Khalil Ligan is going to be the next Defiance player to step up and get a couple attempts from the least famous recipe chicken free throw line. So Khalil, the 6'3 senior with 13 tonight, will keep it at 13 as the first attempt hits off the front end of the iron. So he's going to get one more attempt. That one a little too strong, and the rebound grabbed by Cohen Harder. Celina trying to stay alive. Three attempt is no good. Schlatter is going to be fouled going for the rebound. And we're going to walk to the other end and get a couple more Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. So here's Josiah Schlatter from the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line. As his first attempt is good. So Schlatter continues to add on to his impressive night. So he'll knock them both down. So 10 of his 18 now from the charity stripe, 52-39, and we're going to have another foul. Not what Defiance wanted to have with 17.8 seconds to go. So take a look at the Ultimate Outdoor replay. Gavin Wicker will step up to the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line. His first one rims out. Wicker with a solid night for Celina. Leads the Green Dogs with 16. And it's going to stay there. So he'll miss both free throws. So Defiance will get this one. It looks like Celina is going to call off the Dogs, as Defiance is going to let the final seconds tick away. Defiance is going to head to the district tournament at Liberty Benton, as they're going to get a hard-fought 52-39 win tonight over Celina. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll head down to the floor. Our State Bank post-game show comes your way right after this. Time now for our post-game show and our player interview. They're both brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking and financial services needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Big win tonight for Defiance as the host Bulldogs knock off Celina in a Division III boys basketball sectional final, 52-39. Big night for the sophomore, Josiah Schlatter. He is tonight's player of the game. He's down on the court with our Miles Holiday.
Hey, congratulations on the win. Anytime you're in a tournament, you got to win and move on. How's this feel to get this first one out of the way?
Man, it feels great. I mean, we didn't come out amazing, but we got the job done and on to the next round, so we're happy. We're pleased.
Yeah, this was a team you played last Friday. Tough to play them this close right after you just beat them?
Yeah, it was kind of weird playing twice in 1 week, but we just played our hardest and got it done.
Yeah, you guys, great job defensively in the second half. Limited them to 18 points. What was the conversation about at halftime? How do you limit them?
Well, we just didn't play very good help side defense. I mean, they were driving, slipping on screens, and we just didn't get it done. In the second half, we closed that up better.
It looked like you guys were a little more aggressive in the second half, attacking the lane, getting the ball to the low block. Was that the message?
Yeah, I mean, we just came out slow, so we had to start attacking, get to the basket, and get free throws.
You did a great job finishing this one up at the line. Walk us through that mentality. You know, being a sophomore, usually guys are kind of nervous. No, not you. It looked like you loved the free throw line.
Oh, no, I love it. Getting at the end of the game, knocking down the free throws. I mean, it's just same routine every time. Just got to get it done.
All right, you ready for this half-court shot?
Oh, yeah.
All right, now look. Last week we had our first make, okay? Beckett Berkey from Shawnee made it. All right, a little pressure on you. You going to make this?
Yeah, we got it.
All right, here we go. Half-court shot, Randy. Oh, this does look good. Oh, a little bit short. That was the only thing that didn't go his way tonight. What a great win for Defiance here tonight, Randy.
I should have let him shoot a free throw as he ends up making 10 from the charity stripe, getting the big win tonight, 52-39. So Schlatter, as we said, 10 made free throws. I tried to do some quick math. Ends up with 18, one of 3 Bulldogs in double figures tonight. Dre Singleton got off to that hot start. A couple of three-pointers early on in this one. Ends up with 14, while Khalil Ligon scores 13, while for Celina, Gavin Wicker leads the way with 16. So Defiance gets the win. They pull away 52-39, so they'll carry an 18-5 record into Tuesday night's district semifinal. Liberty Benton, they'll get either Wapakoneta or Springfield. That is Holland Springfield from the Toledo area. Meanwhile, we can tell you that Shawnee got a big one over Bowsher, so it is Shawnee Bowling Green in that opening district semifinal Tuesday night at Liberty Benton. That's going to wrap up our coverage here from Defiance High School. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible. Starts with our director, Ken Reeker. We appreciate all the work that he does. We also want to thank Curtis, the best 9-fingered cameraman in the business. Everything he does for us, especially he was the one that was able to figure out that it was not, in fact, a poodle that the lady snuck into the Taj Mahal of basketball. Of course, we want to thank Jerry Beauty and the great staff here at Defiance each and every time. We come here, regular season, tournament, doesn't matter the sport. Always take care of us. And, of course, we want to thank Nick and Kelly back at our WOSN studios in Lima. So 52-39, the final. Defiance is going to advance to the district with the win over Celina. For my partner, Miles Holiday, and our entire WOSN crew, Brady Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.